사용해본 적 있지?
straight away, man.
왜 쓴 거야? 챗GPT를.
Because it was a trend. I knew that ChatGPT was gonna come out even like a month before, because I'm interested in high tech trend, and I just wanted to try it out for myself.
이거를 써봤을 때 소감이 어땠어?
Yeah, it was good.
Good?
It was good. It was very good. Because for me, I do a lot of like data work on the computer, like making tables and playing with spreadsheet and stuff. Yeah, I just wanted to see ChatGPT could help me unburden the workload that I get so stressed about, and it did the fucking job. Yeah.
근데 실이나 챗봇은 다른 것도 비슷한 게 좀 원래는 있었잖아. 몇 년 전부터도.
Yes.
시리한테 왜 안 물어보고 챗GPT를 썼어?
I found ChatGPT more better is because you get to type in it and the answer is more accurate. Like, you don't have to repeat like the same thing over and over again just so the Siri can understand it. There's no error. And another reason is you ask something and you get that answer. You don't get any like other useless information, additional information that you didn't even ask for. So you ask what's 1 + 1, you get 2. Whereas when you use Siri, what's 1 + 1? Oh, I don't understand. Or like 3. Like stuff like that. It's inaccurate. It just takes too long. That's why I didn't use Siri, and I think ChatGPT is much better.
그러면 챗GPT랑 대화 형식으로 이렇게 가는 형식이잖아, 그게.
Yeah.
그냥 단순한 웹페이지처럼 빵 이게 아니라. 그러면 약간 사람같이 자연스럽게 얘기해? 정말 대화 주고 받듯이?
Yeah, it feels like a human.
Oh, really?
Yeah, maybe because of the text. It's not actually a voice. Because obviously, if there's a voice like Siri, it's artificial. You know it's a machine. Whereas ChatGPT, communicating through texting, and the way the ChatGPT sets an equation of sentences to get the point across is really natural, just like as if a human would.
사랑에 빠질 수 있을 것 같아.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a new market for that as well.
근데 써봤을 때 좀 불편하고 있어요? 아직은 완전한 확실한 그게 아니니까. 완성형은 아니니까.
Like, to be really honest, I really didn't have any problems using ChatGPT. Like, really. I really didn't have it. Maybe because I was using or asking like simple commands. So far, for me, I didn't find any disadvantage using ChatGPT. That's my personal opinion.
그러면 이게 소셜 오피니언으로 봤을 때 어떤 게 좀 문제가 될 것 같아요? 이게 큰 범용적인 사회적으로 월드로 봤을 때.
The major problem would be the education system, writing reports or doing the homework.
맞아, 실제로 지금 그렇게 한 사례가 있더라고.
Yeah, not in a primary school level. I'm talking about university levels. Complex coding reports. And another disadvantage could be it could be used in a very sneaky and slick way. You can make up false business emails and automatically just send it as if you are replying to that person's email, but you're not really. So it's kind of like a trust issue as well. I think the trust issue will go really, really down. Everyone will think like, oh, is this really this guy answering me? Or is this another AI? Political as well. They could keep pumping out fake news to lean to one side in a political view as well, like right and the left, right? Say the conservative side could actually pump some information in. So every time you ask them a question about political views, only one-sided answer will keep popping out, and that could be a social problem.
어쨌든 기업은 정부의 눈치를 아예 안 볼 수는 없는 구조잖아요.
Yeah.
그러면 한쪽에서 몰래 뭔가 기업을 움직일 수 있는 사람이랑 이렇게 여기 기업의 주인이랑 서로 이득관계가 있었을 때는 뭔가 살짝 그쪽으로 유도를 해도 실제 유저들은 알아차리기가 굉장히 어렵겠네요.
Yeah, it's about trust issue. But like I said, the majority of people will not have the skills to identify what's real and fake anymore. So that will cause more confusion in society.
그리고 기업들은 정보 유출이 될 수도 있잖아. 테크놀로지 회사 같은 경우는 개인적인 뭐 블로그에다가 그냥 자기 기술을 적어놨었는데 이게 챗GPT가 그걸 찾아내서 누군가가 이걸 질문했을 때 대답해 줄 수도 있는 우려도 있지 않을까라는 생각이 들거든요.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. So if I were to start a business and I want some secret or confidential information about a company, if I write it down and ask it, you'll find the answer for me. So from a company point of view or business point of view, if you're owner of a big company, that could be a big problem because you don't want information leaking out to your, rival companies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
근데 뭐 이런 단점이 있지만 사람들은 좋으니까 쓰겠죠. 장점이 많다고 생각을 하니까 어떤 장점이 있을까요? 이거를 대중화됐을 때 완전히.
Yeah, the advantage would be power to the people. It's kind of like it's like a decentralized kind of system. Like all the system in our society are controlled and, centralized, whether you like it or not, whether you want to admit it or not, that's the truth. And making this available to the public and to the majority of people is kind of like giving back the power to the people. Of course, it could be misused, but actually like putting the power on that person who want to use the ChatGPT to get the answer they want rather than media pumping up false, information and news that you have no control of.
되게 전문적인 수준의 교육 자료도 배우기가 더 쉽겠네요, 그러면.
Yeah. If you want to hire some coding expert to make an app for you, you don't really need to do that anymore. You could do it by yourself. It will save you a lot more time and it will give you tons of information that you can learn on yourself.
그럼 책을 대체할 수 있을까요?
Yeah. It can replace books because these days, no one really read books anyway. They get all the information through videos and audios. It could replace the book market, but the book market will never die, obviously, because people like authentic stuff. People want analog kind of information. But percentage-wise, I think it'll replace the book market to like 70 to 30%. So book market being the 30%.
그럼 일단 그 음악을 되게 많이 듣는데
Yeah.
이거를 이제 작사에 활용할 수도 있겠네.
Yeah, you could actually use, and people start making music and producing real music without the producers through this AI system. So totally, and it's quite good. It's good.
그럼 뭐 AOT 같은 징계거인 같은 것도 소설을 만들어내서 애니화 시키기도 쉽겠네. 적당한 상상력만 있으면.
Yeah.
그 정도라고 챗GPT.
Yes, because the ChatGPT, all it is gathering information that's already out in the web, worldwide, and it kind of analyzes and evaluates the information that you ask for.
그럼 만화관 다 죽겠네 이제.
It could die. The animation market could die, yeah. But if the market becomes more wide, then only the experts and professionals will survive.
진짜만 살아남을 수 있다.
Yeah, only the real dogs will survive. So it's like a bad and a good thing.
그러면 지금 이 챗GPT를 가지고 있는 회사는 마이크로소프트라고 볼 수 있잖아요. 지분이 굉장히 많이 차지하고 있으니까. 그럼 여기에 최대 경쟁자는 구글인데 누가 이길 것 같아요?
Microsoft, I think they own 49% of OpenAI, which is the company that launched ChatGPT. Google, it's time to go, man, because you've been at the top too long. Yeah, Google, thank you for your service and all that, but sometimes you have to give out your top position, and I think the winner will be the Microsoft company. Because Google actually, they recalled the founder of the company, like Larry Page, I think, and Sergey Brin. There's two guys. They retired long time ago, but they actually like I mean, leave them, let them rest in peace. But they actually called them back.
이제 그럼 자리를 물려줄 때 됐다.
Yeah.
이제 호날두와 메시는 은퇴를 한다.
Oh. Yeah, of course.
음바페한테 밀려서.
There can only be one son.
그러면 배팅을 해야 된다면 그럼 어디에 걸겠다는 거죠? 확실하게?
I'm gonna bet on Microsoft.
Really?
Yes.
오. 근데 사실 그거 알아요. 챗GPT 처음 만들 때
Yeah.
투자자 첫 번째 퍼스트가
Yeah.
일론 머스크라는 얘기가 있거든요.
Oh, okay.
그래서 머스크가 투자를 하고 만들고 지금 빠졌어요.
Uh-huh.
그럼 머스크한테 투자를 하는 거네.
Yeah. Elon Musk all the way.
머스크를 지지해요?
Yeah, I got 3 Teslas.
아,
Yeah, I got 3 Teslas. You know what I'm saying?
챗GPT가 이긴다는 이유는 데이터로 봤을 때 그렇다는 거야? 추세로 봤을 때?
Data as well and the trend. Because if you have data, you can set a trend to a certain level, right? But there will be a point of break. But if you make the trend first and then let the data follow, then the timeline will be longer. Putting the data and the trend together, I'm gonna all in on ChatGPT.
그거는 이제 뉴스에도 나왔지만 유저 수를 빨리 모았기 때문이기도 한 거죠. 그러면
They gained in 5 days 1 million users, right? In 2 months, they gained 5 million users or 1 billion users in that range. That's like fast growth.
페이스북도 있고 인스타그램도 있고 뭐 스냅챗도 있고 마이크로소프트에서 뭐 빙도 그렇고 뭐 구글도 그렇고 근데 일정한 유저 수가 어느 정도 사업의 가능성이 있는 데까지 모으기까지 보통 1년에서 많게 잡으면 한 3년? 근데 그것도 되게 빠른 거거든. 근데 이거는 2달 만에 그 성과를 이뤄냈으니까.
It's like in the Bible, Genesis, the first chapter it says, in the beginning of time, and God created, let there be light. He created the world in 7 days. Same as ChatGPT. They were like, okay, in the beginning of time, there will be 1 million users. And on the 7th day, there will be 1 billion users. And it happened. Whereas other companies, like you mentioned, Instagram, Facebook, Google, and whatever, it took them like a year, 2 years, 3 years, TikTok as well. It takes time. But this didn't even take, you know. So that's the power.
그러면 이게 챗GPT가 이렇게 강력하게 계속 성장하면은 이게 실제로 이제 많이 쓰일 거 아니야, 일상생활에서. 그럼 이걸 응용한 프로그램이 분명 생겨날 거거든, 이걸 기반으로. 그러면 이제 여기에서 직업들이 또 새로 생겨날 것 같아. 이걸로 인해서 그러면 살아남을 수 있는 직업이 있을까? 다른 직업은 도태되고.
Right. A lot of jobs will be lost due to this. But like I said, a lot of jobs will rise due to this as well. And just to reinforce my point I mentioned before, more expert and professionals will survive and more of the fake will die out. Although we talked about the security reason before, like fake people can use and manipulate the system in a bad way, but still, ratio-wise, experts and professional will rise.
실제로 변호사 같은 경우도 한국에서는 지금 돈을 많이 못 벌고 있는 변호사가 진짜 많아. 로스쿨 다니고 서울 법대 나와도 한 달에 300만 원 벌면 다행이라고 하거든. 변호사가 돼도. 그거보다 못한 월급을 많이 받으니까. 의사도 마찬가지고 요새는 의사 나온다고 해서 다 돈 버는 게 또 아니니까. 그래서 그런 데서 살아남을 수 있는 직업이 있을까 싶은 거지. 전문성이 점점 사라지니까.
School teachers, they're going to lose business. Whereas surgeons, they're going to go up in business. ChatGPT can't surgically do stuff to you physically. A lot of jobs that require physical kind of skill or technique will rise, like surgeons, like I mentioned. YouTubers, but in an entertainment business. Whereas information reporters, journalists, they'll still go out of business. They're in a risk of losing business. Because all the information you could get through this OpenAI is more vital and more precise, and in a blink of an eye you could get the information. Simply put, to your answer, jobs that require physical skills and technique in a professional level will never go out of business.
바디가 되게 중요해졌네. 몸을 쓰임에 더.
Yeah.
예전부터 문명 시대에서는 종교라는 게 있었고 무언가를 믿었고 그때는 보이지 않는 거를 많이 믿었던 시대니까. 근데 지금 사람들은 이제 보여지는 거를 많이 믿는 추세잖아요. 물론 이 보여지는 것도 가짜일 수도 있지만 그럼 사람들이 이제 점점 이런 거에 대해서 이제 신봉하기 시작할 수 있겠네요. 또 새로운 종교일 수도 있겠네 이게.
Yeah. So religion as well is a big business. Well, not all religion is business. I don't want to disrespect religion or spirituality or whatever, but solely speaking on a business point of view, religion will die out because, yeah, like you said, a lot of people these days in this generation, they don't really have a strong religious belief unlike the old days because they can rely on science now. They can rely on AI. They can rely on this data. Whereas in religion, it's all about faith, you know? You don't see it, but these days, seeing is believing. And the trend is kind of like that. So religion or religious kind of buildings or organizations, they'll start dying out. Real world and real conversation and real kind of physical contact with people will start dimming out, will start, getting lower and lower because you could get all the love you need through the computer or through the phone. So in that sense, it kind of makes people less sensitive to the things where you could have thought something was or should be sensitive. It could actually interrupt the moral standards of our society as a human being.
이런 거는 이제 진짜 또 사람이 좀 알려줘야 이렇게 이모션이 생기는데 그런 게 없으니까.
Yeah, it's kind of like, oh, you have a child, right? In the future, through this system, you're going to ask, how do I raise a child? I mean, like, your parents should teach you that, or like...
그치, 뭐 부모의 기능이 없어지는 거기도 하지, 어떻게 보면.
Yeah, you might not need a parent anymore. Oh, my baby is 3 years old. When should I teach sex education? Do you think I should teach sex education to my kid? And Chat GPT or AI will be like, yes or no. Like, teach your kid to be bi gender or stuff shit like that. Like, teach your kid that they can have sex with boys. It's totally normal, and parents will be like, oh, okay. So it's kind of like that. You'll kind of like dumb the society as well.
그리고 뭐 아까 말했듯이 프로페셔널하고 진짜만 이제 살아남을 수 있는 시대로 더 도래하고 있잖아요.
Yeah.
그러면 많은 회사나 혹은 정부에서는 약간 오리지널처럼 일하는 사람들이 아직 있거든. 사무직 중에서도, 오피스 워커 중에서도.
Yeah.
그러면 이렇게 정형화된 직업도 많이 좀 대체될 수 있겠네요. 그러면.
Yeah, white collar jobs will definitely start dying out. Repetitive office work, we don't need that now. Like, you don't need 50 office workers in a cubicle. You only need like 1 or 2 through technology and data like this. So a lot of office work, especially people in the governmental kind of political kind of offices and stuff, yeah, they're gonna start losing a lot of jobs in that field.
근데 나는 진짜만 살아남고 뭐 탤런트 있는 사람만 또 강력한 게 경쟁을 할 수 있고 이런 거 다 좋은데 그런 걸 걸러주니까. 근데 모두가 그런 건 아니란 말이지. 모두가 그런 능력을 갖고 태어나는 것도 아니고 모두가 그런 사상을 갖지도 않을 뿐더러
Yeah.
평범한 조금 이렇게 노멀보다 좀 더 소프트한 사람들도 되게 많은데
Yeah.
그 사람들은 설 자리가 없는 거야.
No, there will be jobs for them. You need people to clean the streets, so to speak. You need garbage workers, yeah, to physically do something. That could be seen as a low standard job, but in the future, that could actually be seen as a high standard job. So, like you said, soft people who have or who lack skills in those areas could actually be looked upon as a high value person. So I don't think it's a problem.
왜냐하면 나는 이런 사람들이 점점점 이제 추려지는 거잖아.
Yeah.
돈을 많이 벌 수 있는 사람들이.
Okay.
그럼 그렇게 됐을 때 그 사람들이 파워를 갖고 있고
Yeah.
파워는 항상 소수만 갖고 있으면
Uh-huh.
남용되기가 너무 쉬우니까 그럼 점점 더 그 나머지 군중들은 정말 더 자유가 없는 거지 라는 생각이 드는 거지.
Power to the people versus power to the minority or the top people who have the skill and knowledge to manage those groups. This will make a lot of people be more aware data-wise, but at the same time, it will dumb a lot of people as well in intellectual, emotional kind of aspect. Either way, it's going to be a pyramid. A niche will be created through this. So, yeah.